Social media companies are able to exert this outsized influence, providing opportunities and encouragement to people who want to do really terrible things, whether that's commit mass shootings, or whether it's sexual exploitation, or whether it is to try to dehumanize an entire population.
We're incentivizing the worst of human nature. There is no longer a vision of what democracy should look like, or at the very least, the tech platforms have reshaped it and destroyed it by operating on what people all around the world have in common: our biology, anger, hate, conspiracy theories, us against them, the in-group or the out-group.
Technology companies are playing a huge role in encouraging that type of harm, and they're making money off of it.
The research that CCDH has done on COVID and other online abuse has been really eye-opening. I think it's really important that we understand how disinformation is generated online, what the motivations are, and then figure out how to combat it, because the medical and public health community is ill-equipped on our own to be able to handle this.
What we find is that people do not like to find out they're being manipulated. And if you can teach them about how that manipulation works, they're more resilient to it.
The concrete research that CCDH is coming in with is really adding to the value of the conversation, helps us bring raw data and numbers to the companies. And they're gonna quibble with it because they're a bunch of fraudsters, but at least we have a record of what they're not living up to, what they're failing at.
CCDH has done a wonderful job of documenting the extent of online harms, whether it's anti-vax material, or it's anti-Semitism, or it's the Great Replacement. But it's more than that. CCDH is also involved in policy debates and working with policymakers, both here in the United States and in the UK.
When I sat in the House of Commons and we had the debate on the online safety bill, CCDH's work was quoted by both the government ministers that spoke in that debate. It shows that, the transparency reports of the tech companies, the promises they give in public, do not tally with the real lived experience of people online, and CCDH is exposing that.
The system is not transparent. The only people that really know what is going on these digital platforms is the platforms themselves. But CCDH is leading the way in terms of shedding a light on what is going on.
Governments need to start to act. Self-regulation has obviously failed. When we get in our cars today, we know that the seatbelts will be embedded and that there will be airbags and anti-lock brakes. Because of technological exceptionalism, we haven't required any of those safety protections for the technology platforms.
It's going to take all of us in the nonprofit space to follow the kinds of things that CCDH is doing.
It isn't up to the users to go tell the platforms where their mistakes are. They should already be safe for users, right? The longer we take, the worse it will get.
If we don't act now, if we don't ask for real accountability on the part of the tech industry, we stand to lose everything.